Welcome back to the channel, guys, with me, Poison Smurf, in another Division 2 video. So today I want to talk about Title Update 11, which is set to hit us this Tuesday. But before we get into that, anyone that is still looking for the Halloman mask, just to let you know, it is available at DZ East at the moment. You do have to buy it with Dark Zone credits, but if you want to pick it up, you can grab it now. I'm sure most of you know how to get Dark Zone credits, but if there are any of you out there that don't, you can simply go into the Dark Zone. You can pick these up by killing NPCs. They drop randomly, you collect them from them, and with these ones you don't have to worry about like getting jumped by other players or extracting them or anything. Other than that, you can deconstruct any loot in the Dark Zone, which will reward you with these DZ credits. However, they will have to be extracted. If you don't like the idea of that, you can always go into an LFG group, create a post, say you're going to go in there. Going in the group before, guys, it certainly improves your chances. Right, other than that, let's get back to all the information coming about this Tuesday, because like I say, it is quite a big update with lots to change. So to start off, let's go over the changes that's set for PvP. So the ensnare duration for the riot form is set to be reduced from 3 seconds down to 2 seconds in the Dark Zone. I think a lot of people have been complaining about that, so hopefully that should cheer them up a little bit. The fiery response talent on the firewall specialization is to be completely removed. The one where when you break armor, it applies a burn to all enemies in 5 meters. Like I say, this is not a nerf, it's just been completely removed. The Lady Death bonus has been reduced from 75% down to 50%, so hopefully that'll finally show a little bit of a change to the meta in there and really mix things up, especially with the introduction to one of the new weapons coming. So the chest talent Obliterate is to receive a buff. This is going to be going up from 15% to 25%, so this is going to become a really strong piece now, guys. I think maybe you want to look into that. I can see that being the new raid. It will certainly be a nice option than being forced into using just Intimidate. So we have the introduction to agnostic mod slots. That basically means that you can now put a red, yellow, blue mod into any pieces of your gear, guys, so hopefully that's going to mix things up and allow a little bit more build diversity. And talking about mod slots, we have the introduction of the new transmog feature. This will bring all your pieces of gear a new vanity mod slot that you can simply select, and you can change the appearance of various bits of gear from one to another, allowing a whole host of new customization. Now everyone's favourite topic, rainbow rolls. Now originally the developers came out and stated the game and said that they wanted to change the drop chance to 100% for the first attribute to match the original. Less than 24 hours later they decided that due to public opinion that wasn't a good idea. They then decided they were going to reduce that all the way down to 60%, meaning that obviously you'd have a 60% chance of it dropping with a matching attribute, and obviously allowed other players that wanted to do like rainbow builds still the option to be able to do that. After week 1 of PTS, that people still weren't happy, so that was increased to about an 80% drop chance, and by the looks of it that number is set to stay for the actual update, but we'll have to see what happens actually on the day. We have the introduction of 2 new skill resistant mods. We have the new ensnare resistance, which is a resistance mod to help you with the stick effect of the riot form. We also have the confusion resistance mod. Now they were both set originally with all resistance mods to have an increase up to 20%. These have all been reduced back down to 10, so no real changes to the old stuff, and the new stuff will also be 10%. We have the introduction to the game of 2 new game directives. Now there's been no information given regarding this, no names, no descriptions of what they're going to be, so we'll just have to wait and see with them. I'm just hoping that this means now we can run a mission and possibly pick up to 7 directives to make even a little bit more difficult, not just be limited to 5, but like I say, we'll have to see what happens actually on the day. We have the introduction of the Discovery Iron Horse mode to be included. This will actually include matchmaking, allowing the more casual player to dip their feet into the world of the raid, which is great news, but I don't really understand why they've left it this long, but that's a different question altogether. Only thing I don't like about the Discovery raids is, I don't know what you guys think about this, I don't like the idea that when they do them to make them a little bit more simple, they're removing like the key mechanics to it. Now this means that if anybody wants to go in there and get a little bit of experience and try and prove themselves, they're going to try and step up to a full raid and not really know what's going on. By removing them key mechanics, they're not learning anything. Me personally, I think they need to be looked at, maybe changed up. I would rather see them be made a little bit easier by reducing the amount of NPCs, maybe reduce the difficulty of the NPCs, extend the time of the wipe mechanics that are incorporated in the raid, at least allowing them the chance to learn the fundamentals and how it actually works. They can become more familiar, get more comfortable with it, and allow them the opportunity to step up in future. Remember, these guys are unable to get the regulars, the ravenous, and the exclusive rewards from these events. Now, by making it a bit easier the correct way, it allows them to build themselves up and get a chance to get them later on down the line. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? Also in the update, we have the beginning of Season 3. Now, this will include the new manhunt, chasing after the BTSU leader, Barton Schaefer. Same as always, guys, we're going to have 4 targets to track down, which will then give Barton Schaefer's location, ready for a final confrontation with him at Coney Island Amusements, where he's held up with the Rikers. The reward for this is going to be the shrapnel trap. Personally, I can't really see me using this much. When you start playing harder difficulty, you're not really going to have NPCs running towards you in mass numbers. I can't really see it being useful, but we'll have to wait and see. With that, obviously we'll have the return of the leagues. As always, I mean, there's normally a manhunt week, a league week, and then a global event, which will all be returning again. Now, unfortunately, it will be the same: Polarity Switch, Reanimation, Guardians, the ones that we've had several times. But the developers have said that there's going to be a slight difference with these ones. They've taken on board so that we don't really like the negative effects set out with these global events. Just for example, like you have to be so close and you do more damage, but you also take more damage. They say this time around they're going to leave all the positive effects for us to feel powerful, and they're going to remove all the negative ones. So for once they may be interesting, we'll have to wait and see. So also with Season 3, that will obviously come with a new reward track. Now, what they haven't said is if there will be a premium track to go along with this. Now, given the disaster what happened last year, it wouldn't surprise me if they elect against this. If you guys don't remember, anybody who bought the premium track last year, they went to their stash, they opened the box, and literally the entire season's content was there without them having to lift a finger. Yeah, didn't go down well, so if they're avoiding that or not, we'll have to wait and see. But with this reward track, obviously we have 2 new named weapons. First of all, we've got the Card 15 pistol. Looks quite nice. I'll be curious to see the stats on that. We also have the 612 shotgun, which I think, yeah, that looks a beast. Also with this, we've got 2 new exotics. We have the Backfire SMG, which, I don't know what anyone else thinks, that looks a really cool looking weapon. We've also got the Memento backpack. Yeah, once again, looks great. I'm sure there'll be patches and backpack trophies, keys, materials, all the standards along the way. So that now brings us to the new game mode this summit. The highly replayable new feature that they're claimed would be highly addictive and highly replayable. So originally it was set out for floor 1 to 10 to be on normal difficulty, floors 11 to 30 on hard, 31 to 50 challenging, 51 to 80 on a heroic, 81 to legendary, and we would all basically start at the bottom and work our way up. Now, the public reaction to that was they were not happy. We didn't really want to be going through 50 floors, maybe 80 floors of content that maybe we don't want to do, with gear being dropped at stats that we don't want. Now, rather than giving us the ability to maybe change the difficulty of the entire building, they've elected just to allow us to have a checkpoint so you can go straight in and start at level 51. This is where the heroic difficulty does start. Now, for me, cutting out 50% of the new content, now I'm probably going to do this because, like I say, the gear, the stats, are just not going to what I'm going to be looking for. But to lose 50% of the new content, just like that, I hope that's something that they change. They said they are looking into it, but there'll be no changes until at least update 11.1. On that same note, the Summit is going to be locked to a single targeted loot piece. So whatever they choose for it to be on the day, guys, every floor is going to be targeted loot is going to be the same. Once again, they said they're going to look into this and possibly look at changing that for the future. So we have two new gear types. We have the first is the high-end brand set, the Bellstone Armory. So as you can see, for the one piece, you're looking at 1% armor regen, 2-piece 10% armor on kill, and 3-piece 20% incoming repairs. Now I can see that could be quite a good, yeah, I can see a few possibilities with that. We've also got the new named gear set, the Hunter's Fury. As you can see, we have 2-piece, we have 15% shotgun damage, 15% SMG damage. So obviously that's going to be nice with the new named shotgun and the new named SMG. The 3-piece, 20% armor on kill and 100% health kill. I can see that getting possible nerf in the future, so you may want to grab it as soon as and have a bit of fun. And for the 4-piece, as we can see, we get the named talent Apex Predator. I'll just leave that there for a sec so you guys can quickly read that. So that leaves us to the Ridgeway Pride, the new named chest piece. Now the developers have told us that this will be awarded to us as an exotic quest at level 100. Now they haven't clearly stated if we get that for the completion of level 100 or just for actually achieving level 100. So we'll have to wait and see. Now, warning, this is an exotic quest. I have a real sneaky suspicion that this quest is going to require you to regrind the summit multiple times. I think this is something that they've probably stuck in there to try and force our hands a little bit to make this summit more replayable. But it'll be interesting to see if that's if that's the direction they go. I think if they don't do that, then the chances are most people are going to grind their way to the top, grab this piece, and then be out. But it's the same with the Bellstone Armory set and the Huey's Fury set. They haven't clearly said if that will go into the general loot pool either. I have a sneaky suspicion it won't, because if not, there'd be no incentive for returning players to come back to this. That about wraps it up. That's everything you need to know, when it's going to be here, where you can get it from. Now, for any of you guys that want to have a little sneak peek at it, just to let you know that I will be streaming live on YouTube this Tuesday morning as soon as the update drops. So if you want to come along and maybe have a little watch, feel free. So I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. If it has, maybe drop it a like, maybe think about hitting that subscribe button, the notification bell, and be updated for any future videos that I do drop. But until then guys, go and have fun, enjoy the race, and keep grinding.